All right. Chosen one. Welcome back, man, to another episode on Atonicus Aurelius Motivates. Ed A. Just for heads up for all of y'all, you already know what today is, right? April the 1st. So just be careful out there, don't let them get you, man. You already know it's April Fool's Day. So just have your guard on, man, and know they might try to get you. They might try to get you and try to make you think some kind of BS. You already know how it always goes, man. But anyway, we are back out here today again, and back out in this matrix. You already know what time it is. About to go ahead and run a few little errands this morning. Get into this video, like we always do about this time. Just got to do this right now, and talk to you. We got to have these discussions every day, right, Chosen One? See, we got to have these discussions, man, because it's what they don't know nothing about. Your haters, your enemies, they don't know nothing about nothing. And they didn't know nothing about who they was messing with when they messed with you, Chosen One. See, you don't mess with certain people, man. You don't. You don't mess with people who are good people. You don't do that. They found out when they messed with you, Chosen One. Because you wasn't doing nothing but just showing them something good. You wasn't doing nothing but being yourself the whole time. You wasn't never really trying to start no drama or nothing like that. You're not that type of person, man. But they put you in this little competition with them that you didn't never sign up to be in. They saw your light and it irritated their demons. And they put you in this little secret competition, man. They didn't want you to be able to elevate or have any kind of recognition or anything, or any type of support, or any type of anything good in your life. They wanted everything to be just totally miserable, because that's what they are. They're miserable. And like they say in the saying, misery loves company, right? Misery loves company. You should have knew it a long time ago, though, and now thinking back, man, about like how everything happened, I should have known a long time ago about these people, man. But you see, the thing is that we are all out here just trying to survive every day, man. And we're not really aware, or we weren't aware about the things people do behind our back. All we know is we are like, really high energy beings, man. Like we have an energy like I said, Chosen One, like none other, man. Our energy is just big energy, And we're the type who we just want to enjoy life. That's what we really want to do. You know? But it's the wicked, evil people who don't want us to enjoy our lives, man. It's the wicked, evil people who see us and want to see us come to nothing, want to see us destroyed. And so they took pleasure in seeing the things happen to you that was bad happening to you. And there is going to be a price for them to pay for being that way. Because see, some people you just don't mess with. And you are that one that they should have never messed with. They don't know nothing about you. They don't know your heart, see? But they'll talk about you, though. They will talk about you nonstop. Because that's all they're good at. That's all these people are good at, man. All they're good at is running their mouth with your name in it. They don't do nothing like this kind of thing or anything creative with their time. They waste their time. They waste their time. See, they could have been a long time ago taking all that time that they wasted on you and putting it into themselves or putting it into their own YouTube channel or their own thing that they could have been doing for positivity or for God. You know, but they wouldn't do that. Like I said, they're just a carbon copy of all the rest out here in this matrix. You already know what they are, chosen one. And we know more than ever now that they are all the same. They're nothing more than just fake characters in your life. They were never real, none of them. They just looked real, but they weren't real. They're all part of the system, man. See, you're the only real one, chosen one amongst them all. That's the reason why you was placed amongst them all. To show them the real. To show them the truth. But they didn't want to see it. They can't handle the truth. They ain't ready for us, man. They never was. They wasn't never ready for us, man. That's the reason why they couldn't be a part of us. That's the reason why they couldn't help our ministries grow or anything. They don't want to grow in the word. These people, they will never grow. They want to stunt your growth. They don't want to build with you. They don't. But that's all right, though, because you see, the thing is that your light still radiates to others who have the same light you do. And they are out there. It's just they're all in different places. You just had to find them, man. Like-minded people. You have to find them. And I didn't know all of this back then, see? Like, I didn't know all of this. I just assumed, you know, that people would want to be a part of something. And I had to mail this mail real quick, man, because today's the 1st. Sorry about that, but you just assume that, you know, you assume that people would be on board with your vision and stuff like that, you know, with your vision. But you had no idea they was gonna try to destroy you. But see, they should have known better to mess with you. See, They should have known better. But they didn't know no better. They were dumb. See, you don't mess with somebody whose Bible looks like this. You don't mess with a person whose Bible looks like this on the inside. See what I'm saying? You don't mess with somebody whose Bible done been, the back of it done been, see what I'm saying? You don't mess with somebody whose Bible looks like this. That's what they didn't know. See, you read your Bible, you know your Bible. Just because you ain't exactly what they perceive in their mind as what their idea of what a Christian looks like, just because you aren't what they think is an idea of who you should be, doesn't matter, because God knows who you are. And that's all that matters. God knows who you are. As long as God knows who you are, I care less about, as long as God knows who I am, I could care less what somebody else thinks about me. If I know how my relationship is with him, us together, you know, then I don't care what other people think. That doesn't matter to me. It doesn't. You know, so they mess with the wrong one when they mess with you. When they came up against you, they had no idea what they was doing. Here you are out here, you know, you just trying to help people. That's all you're trying to do. That's all you ever wanted to do. And they're gonna come and try to attack somebody who's trying to help people. You're gonna talk about people who they don't know nothing about. That's where they messed up. And now it's too late for any of them. It's too late for them, and I'm not gonna feel sorry for none of them no more. When they get what they got coming to them. The same ones who performed witchcraft on us, the same ones who tried to have us unalived or to make us unalive ourselves. The same ones who wanted a destiny swap with us. The same ones who wanted to do all these hateful and spiteful things because they just couldn't stand to see us do good for ourselves. And they preyed on our downfall. I'm not gonna feel sorry for those type of wicked people. And all of them who did all this to you, it's their turn to get what they got coming to them now, during this season right here. It's their turn for return to sender. Everything they did to you to try to break you, everything they did to try to bring your finances down to $0 and 0 cents, all of that. That's what's going to happen to them now. And there's no escape. They shouldn't have done it. They should not have done what they did to you, chosen one. It was wrong, man. They should learn a valuable lesson. They should have learned a valuable lesson from all of this. They are going to learn a valuable lesson from all of this. Not to judge people that you don't know nothing about. And not to come for people who you don't know nothing about. Like I said, man, this is our winning season, chosen one. We ain't gonna worry about them no more, man. We're not. We got each other, man. The chosen ones, man. We got each other, man. We motivate one another, man. We gonna be the ones who's gonna be the ones who's gonna take back everything they stole from us, man. Everything the devil tried to steal from us. And see, the thing is what they don't understand is that we don't have to be perfect. We know we're not perfect. We do the best we can, man. And we're always striving for perfection. You see? That's what we're striving for. We're striving for the best versions of ourselves every day. And you see, I got my lineup and everything yesterday. That was another thing I did while I was at the house. You know, I got my hair cut, got everything just, you know, and that's another thing. See, we see our gifts, we see our talents, see, right, chosen one? You know, I don't need to go to the barber shop. I cut my own in the mirror. You know, I got my own clippers and all of that. You know, see, we do our own thing. We don't need other people, man. That's another thing too. We learned how to do all this from the hardships we went through, man. We didn't have money to go to the barber shop. We didn't have money to fix our cars. We didn't have no money to fix our appliances and things when they broke at the house. We had to be DIY, do-it-yourselfers, man. But all of this didn't do nothing except for sharpen us, man. That's all it did. And now we're getting sharper than ever before. Just like the two-edged sword, the word right here. Sharp, just like the word, man. See, this is what's going to cut through all the BS right here. That's our sword. We got our full armor on, man. And we're going to let the sword cut through all the rest of the nonsense out here. Every day, man. But anyway, chosen one, you know I'm about to get to my spot right here at the trail. You know, then I'm going to go ahead and get out and get these steps in today on April the 1st. It's a lovely day right now. The sun is shining. Like I said, we're going to keep on getting it as long as the sun is shining, man. You know, we ain't got time for all of this other stuff that's trying to terrorize our lives and stuff like that. We ain't got to be sitting here watching the news and doom and gloom and talks about wars and rumors of wars. We already knew all this stuff was coming, though, because we know the word. You know? All we got to do is remain in him. Abide in him. Stay connected to that vine. John chapter 15, like I said before. And continue to shine our light. Continue to be productive, man. Do the things we like, man. Do the things you like, chosen one. Don't ever quit doing what you're doing, man. Don't ever quit trying to get stronger. Don't ever quit trying to improve yourself. Like I said, man, and I'm about to start this burpee session too, man. Today is April the 1st, so I'm going to get back into those, man. You know, we're going to go ahead and get back into those. And I was planning on going ahead and trying to, you know, get a 30-day session of the burpee sessions in again. Because we already know I already know that's some of the best training you can do right there. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to get out right now, and then I'm going to be right back with you. All right, Chosen One? Let's get it, man. All right, yeah, so I'm back now, Chosen One. Just got the little burpee session in, you know what I mean? Felt pretty good, you know. Started out with just a few to begin with. We're going to slowly build ourselves up. That's what we always doing, right? Slowly building ourselves up back to our best versions, man. But we going to get it. We going to get it in, man. Yeah, we going to get it, man. There's no room for weakness no more, man. And see, like I was saying before, see, you already know. They didn't know nothing about nothing when they came up messing with you. They didn't know nothing about nothing. They still don't. So you see, the word says in Matthew chapter 7, verse 1 through 5. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Because by the same way you judge somebody, the same measure you judge somebody who you don't know nothing about, that's the same way you'll get judged. But they're going to learn a valuable lesson for doing what they did to you. They are learning that lesson right now. And it's far from over. It's far from over, man. See, we still got a lot to accomplish, Chosen One. We still got a lot to accomplish out here. We're not going to give up, man. Like I said, we never going to throw in the towel for a hater. And then it goes on after it says in Matthew chapter 7, verse 1 through 5, about judging not, lest you be judged, and not trying to remove the speck out your brother's eye before you get the log out your own eye. That's what they should have thought about. But they didn't think about that, see? Now they're going to learn a very valuable lesson. And they're going to be very sorry and be in deep regret for the rest of their filthy lives for what they did to you. You're never going to forget it. Like I said, you're never going to forget it. But then it goes on in Matthew chapter 7, verse 1 through 5, into verse number 6, about do not give dogs what is holy, and do not cast your pearls before swines, or lest they'll turn and trample over them and over you. So we learned a valuable lesson about dealing with certain people too, didn't we? This is all a learning lesson process all the way around for all of us. For them and for you, right, Chosen One? It's all a valuable lesson. But as many times as these lessons has been learned in the past, and even in the Bible, we saw it happen with Joseph, we saw it happen with him and Potiphar's wife. Even after all these valuable lessons have been learned over and over again, you see, it's the spirits within these people, man. The wicked, evil spirits, the demonic entities, like I told you, that's within these people that will still come up against you. And this is only when you seek his face and you choose to live that life, to be about that life. When you go 100 for that life, to go hard for the Lord. This is when these things happen, man. They happen more so than ever when you do that. When you stand for the truth. That's when the persecution comes, man. That's when the lies come. When you mind your own business, the first thing they do is they start the lies. They tell the lies on you. Then they try to silence you, try to remove you out the way, because they feel like if you shine, they can't shine. Not knowing that, you know, they could shine just as well as you could if they just put in the work and if they just did something other than running their mouth. Sorry about the jets flying overhead right now. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it rolling though. Those are kind of noisy and loud, but you already know we in wartime, chosen one. Anyway, I'm trying to let those roll over real quick. Then I'm gonna go ahead and finish saying what I was gonna say. I'm gonna keep trying to talk to you while they're going though. You know what I mean? We're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep the video rolling. We're not gonna edit nothing out. We're just gonna leave it just like how it is. You know, we're still gonna say what we gotta say, man. That's kind of aggravating right now though, because that is very loud right now. But I'm gonna talk louder. You know, but like I was saying though, you know, these things happen, man. And just get back on the topic what I was talking about. See, they didn't know nothing about what they knew. They didn't know nothing about you, about who they was messing with. Now they learning a valuable lesson. But you learned a valuable lesson too, like I was saying before. You learned a valuable lesson too. About what not to do when you are around certain people. When you are around people, chosen one, who you already know, they are not making any effort at all to improve themselves. And they have no desire whatsoever to do the inner work or to become the best versions of themselves. And they have no desire for the same things you have desire for. When they show no interest in the word of God, you have to leave those type of people alone. You have to. They're not going to benefit you. They're never going to build you up. And the only thing they're ever going to do to you is talk about you and try to tear you down. That's all they're ever going to do. You can't cast your pearls before the swines. They will turn and try to trample you to pieces. That's exactly what happened to me here. And man, it's a lot of things I ain't got in my control right now. Like, it's a lot of things that's like outside of our control. That's where we have to let God step in, man, and do his part. Because only God can bring us up out of whatever we got to be brought up out of. Just like he brought the children of Egypt out of from under Pharaoh in the word. We have to let him work his miracles in our lives and make a way where there's no way. Just like for me, rolling around in the ground under the Mitsubishi, man, putting CV axles on and stuff. Scrapping metal to get my car part, man. I done told y'all my story, you already know. You know, we just got to find a way, man. We got to get a way made out of no way. God makes a way out of no way, man. But the wicked and evil people who did what they did to you to try to sabotage you, man, to try to stop your income, try to block your income, block you from being able to make a living and stuff like that, mess up your money and stuff like that, they're going to pay for that. They're definitely going to pay for that. And trying to mess up your music and your image, assassinate your character and stuff like that. You can't character assassinate somebody and just get away with that. You can't do that. Like I said before, we already know what happens to people a lot of times with this thing. They get sued over this type of stuff. You know, there is real lawsuits over assassinating people's character and destroying their image. You can't do that. That's the same as pretty much that's the same as unaliving somebody, because you unalived who they really were, their genuine self, by spreading lies and rumors on them to try to make them unalive themselves, or to try to make them give up and quit on what they came to do. But this is no surprise, because we already know we carry that light, chosen one. You know, we carry that light, and that's what disrupted their whole program, because we refused to conform. We refused to conform to what is deemed the norm. We brought something totally different. We still bringing it. It's still inside of us, man. We still got our gifts. Just because they wanted to try to silence them and shut them down and stuff like that, don't mean we don't still have our gifts. We still have those. Those were still our gifts. You know what I mean? So anyway, I just wanted to leave that with you, and we don't have to give our gifts and our talents to the enemy. We didn't have to do that. And we still don't have to. We're just fine being with ourselves and with who we are. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with standing for the truth in a world full of lies and darkness. Because eventually all that's going to come to an end. And nobody knows how much time is left here. But we're just going to keep on going until it is our time. All I know, as the birds sing in nature, is I'm thankful for every day I still got to come back to you with more content. And I'm thankful for every day I can keep on motivating you, chosen one. We keep on motivating each other. And I just got into the first day of the session on the burpee session today, so we're going to try to make it 30 days on that. And I done did one of those 30-day sessions before a while back. And I'm going to keep on getting these steps in every day. Then next thing you know, hopefully I got other training things I want to get back into, and stuff like that. We just got to kind of brush off all this negativity, man. Always together, we'll do it and keep each other encouraged right now. Because I know as times get harder, people's going to start tripping harder. Like I said before, you already know, chosen one. So, but we still have our duty of what we have to do. We put our trust in him to provide us for everything we need. Anyway, as always, love, light, peace, blessings to you all. You already know what we do over here on my channel. Everything we do over here on my channel on Antonicus Motivates is uplifting, encouraging videos for those of you who may be going through your own personal battles, struggles, hardships, or just whatever it is you're facing in life. Know you're not alone, man. I'm with you. I know the feeling. But we just keep pushing through together, man. We motivate one another over here. So if you into all of that, then, if God put it on your heart, then go ahead and click that subscribe button. Ring the notification bells so you'll be notified every time I drop new content. And then also, this is just really, I always say, this is all for those of you who are trying to just make yourself better than you were yesterday. If you into doing that, if you into the word of God, we share that over here and all of that. So if you into all of that, which most everyone should be, unless you're just an atheist or something, then this content isn't gonna appeal to you anyway. But for those of you who are believers, and those of you who seek to be achievers, this content will appeal to you. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Each and every one of you that keep me going and have kept me going through some of the darkest periods of my life, man. Y'all all know who you are. Big shout out to Manchus on the Advancement channel. Big shout out to Brian the Spiritual Warrior on his channel. over there. You know, big shout out to the new ones that I've got now out there, you know, doing their thing. I see you. Dubs Entertainment. Shout out to you. You know, and there's others, man. I can name them all, man. But King Hype 77, I think I already shouted you out, brother. You know, I see you there. Everyone, all the chosen ones, man, out there doing their thing, man, to keep everybody, you know, keep our heads up, keep us going, man. Hey, I see you. Keep doing your thing, man. Until the next one, I'm gonna catch y'all all on the next one, man. Peace. I'm out.